everybody, welcome to Prepare Your Shelf for Tuesday, June 24. I am Amy, I'm one of the buyers, and I also coordinate offsite sales here.
And I'm Indigo, I'm one of the used book buyers, and I'm also the assistant general manager here. And we just have some books that we want to let you know of that are coming out tomorrow. And so my first big one is, you see Poppy War here. Well, guess what? Dragon Republic is coming out tomorrow. And these are the collector's edition, so some of you are like, that book's already out. Well, this is pretty and has pictures and is illustrated, which means the same thing, but that's okay. And it's just, I'm so excited. Some of you might remember my TikTok I made when this one came out and how excited I was, and I'm even more excited for Dragon Republic. And so if you are a collector like me, I would definitely pick this one up.
She's so pretty. I haven't even read the series, but they're so pretty.
And that's the thing, if you can just pick them up because they're pretty. You don't have to read them. It's fine. We all collect books here.
Book collecting and book reading are separate hobbies.
Exactly.
Okay, my first recommendation is the sequel to A Most Agreeable Murder. So Most Agreeable Murder by Julia Seals was my favorite book of the year that it came out, which was 2023. It is like Jane Austen meets India Holton with some Agatha Christie. So it's got a little bit of everything. The second book comes out tomorrow. It's called A Terribly Nasty Business, and it follows our amateur female sleuth Beatrice, who solved like a closed room country house murder in the first book. Now she has moved to London and she has set up a detective firm with the like grumpy detective Drake from this one, but they're still not getting a lot of cases, and so they're kind of trying to make ends meet in London, and then a whole string of murders come through that they have to try to solve. But it includes the same like quirky whimsicalness, like there's flying squirrels, just weird stuff. So I can't wait to read it. I love everything about the first book. Like, this was a 10 out of 10 written for me book. So I'm very excited to see what Beatrice and Drake will do next, and what sort of quirky, whimsical stuff they will put into this Regency mystery thing.
Sounds really fun. But do we know if there's also going to be a frog on that cover? Because
the
frog kind of draws me into that cover.
I don't know. My other curiosity is one of the most whimsical, weirdest parts of the first book was her sister, who like they randomly talk about her having fur and like hiding under tables eating meat. Like, but they never explain it. And so I'm really curious whether her sister will like have a feature because now they're in London. They're not out in the country anymore. Or whether there will be another like super weird character where you just have no idea what's happening. And they're just all asides.
So fun.
Oh, I love it.
So my second book that I have here, a lot of people, especially like TikTok-wise, have seen Where the Dark Stands Still. So this is the next book by the same author. This is A Treachery of Swans, and it's a sapphic retelling of Swan Lake. And we all love Swan Lake. Who doesn't? And so I'm really excited for this one, and I'm excited to see where it goes because it's kind of more following like a lot of like dark magic and more of like the creepy aspects of it. And I love creepy, and so I'm very excited for this one to come out tomorrow also.
You love a dark creepy. I love a light quirky whimsy. My second recommendation is by rom-com favorite author Sarah Adler. It's called Finders Keepers. Her book, Mrs. Nash's Ashes, was also one of my favorites a couple of years ago. She does a really good job of, it's a true rom-com. Like, there really are funny moments. There are a lot of things right now that are being called rom-coms that they're dramas. They're romantic dramas. She does a really good, you have laugh out loud moments, but she also deals with heavier topics. So Finders Keepers is about two estranged best friends. They were best friends as kids, and they were doing this treasure hunt as kids, and then something happened and they haven't really interacted in like 15 years. The female main character is back in town because her life is sort of falling apart, and her next door neighbor, who used to be her best friend, is also in town and suggests picking that treasure hunt back up. So there's going to be a treasure hunt. The tropes that are included are second chance romance, forced proximity. There's a little bit of rivals to lovers. Just two best friends who go on a treasure hunt together to try to.
It also feels like a little bit of like childhood friends to lovers.
Yes,
which is a great trope in my opinion.
Yes.
So
yep. So those are my recommendations.
And then I have a third rec that right now things are kind of scary in the world, and so we all need a little bit of humor. And so a book that's coming out tomorrow that I found really funny is Lessons from Cats for Surviving Fascism. And it just takes 11 cat-inspired strategies for like resisting control and like reclaiming your own power, and just makes them kind of like fun while still being very informative. But it's just like a nice kind of like, I have my voice, but also I can laugh at this and kind of find a little bit of a better time than what's going on right now.
And will you be consulting your own cats to make sure that these
100%. I will read it out loud to Mothball and Cricket, and I will
report
get
back.
Yeah,
make sure that they are tried and true strategies.
Yep, will do.
Actual cat strategies.
Because I feel like the internet deserves that. So I
think
will.
so. I think so. So come back for that. If you're going to throw in a third one, then I'm going to throw in a third one. Wild Robot on the Island is a picture book like version of the first Wild Robot book. So if you've got younger readers who liked the movie The Wild Robot, who are maybe a little bit too young to read the chapter books but really like the story, or just like to see it in more of a visual form, check out Wild Robot on the Island for a picture book version.
And I really liked Wild Robot, and so I'm excited to see more of the pictures with it, even though the intermediate book already has a lot of pictures, so it's going to be fun to see it more like a difference between the movie but also kind of the book. It's going to be great.
Yep. Lots of good books coming out tomorrow. So we hope that this helped you to prepare your shelf and you found some good books to read, and we'll see you next week.